So good morning, the Lord Mayor, honorable councillors here present, distinguished guests, our partners, namely Africell Gambia Limited, Trust Bank Limited, and MFH Group, the representatives present here, members of the media. It is our delight to welcome you all to this brief presentation ceremony, dubbed the Kanifing Mayor's Award for Excellence in Athletics. This initiative is a brainchild of the Lord Mayor of KMC, Talib Ahmed Bensouda, in the quest of promoting sports and youthful activities in the Kanifing Municipal Council, in collaboration with a number of companies in the business sector. The idea of this initiative is to put up a concerted show of gratitude to our incredible stars that have represented the Gambia in the just concluded Olympic Games. During our initiative, putting this initiative together, we figured out that members and these two athletes that we are about to honor are proudly members and constituents, basically, of the municipality. Well, that's one thing we would like to acknowledge. Generally, this award is intended to boost the morale of young people in the areas of sport, as part of the KMC's drive to promote youth participation in development and also to curb unemployment through arts and sport activities. In support of the KM Mayor's initiative for excellence in athletics, KMC is joined by two companies, notably Africell Gambia Limited, who are our proud sponsor here, MFH Group, represented by Madam Mendy, and also Trust Bank Limited, the only Gambian bank, proud to be a part of this. We thank everyone for being part of it. These companies made various commitments towards this initiative that is enabling us to do this presentation today. And on behalf of the Lord Mayor and the Kanifing Municipal Council, we want to show our gratitude to these three companies for coming on board and joining this initiative, which is meant to do a lot. One is to promote sports participation among young people, and generally also it is meant to promote participation of young people in developmental activities, which sports is a very instrumental part of. So on that note, we are honored and pleased to have you all join us to do this together. We thank you. Without much ado, what we would like to do is, as we promised, to keep this as a brief ceremony, because it's only about presenting two material things. One is a cash prize, a cash check of $250,000 is meant to go out as a show of gratitude and our appreciation, and also to promote and encourage young people, more young people, to do more in the area of sport. And we are saying that if young people do this, they are going to be celebrated, equally as Gina and Ibrahim are being celebrated today. So that is the whole idea of the initiative. And once again, we'd like to thank our donors, our partners, because the Kanifing Municipal Council, through the youth mayor, the youth councillor, also did contribute towards this initiative. So we're saying this initiative is a how do you say this? We say it is a collective of the Kanifing Municipal Council and also the business community in the Gambia to show our gratitude and promote sports and young people's participation. So we also thank the youth councillor under whose purview this whole initiative falls, and for his contribution towards this initiative. So without doing further, we would also like to give chance to our partners, who are namely Africell, Trust Bank Limited, and MFH Group. They have their various representatives here, and we would like to give them the floor to give remarks on behalf of their companies. So thank you. First, we'd like to call on Mr. Wakajan, a representative of AFRISOL, to make a short remark. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Lord Mayor of KMC, Mr. David Kutsala, the Youth for Commerce of President Trust Bank, the Executive Assistant MHF, Ms. Lenny, members of the press, and all those here present. I am most delighted to be here today on behalf of the nation's leading cellular company, AFRISOL. This gathering, organized by KMC, is a very welcoming initiative, one that recognizes and celebrates the best Gambia has to offer. I therefore seize this opportunity to convey on behalf of the management our immense gratitude to KMC for inviting us to what is a national event. By the same token, I congratulate the mayor and his team for organizing this event where we have come together as Gambians and one nation to recognize these extraordinary athletes who flew our flag high in Tokyo. In line with our corporate social responsibilities and determination to ensure that everything of national interest progresses, we feel honored to be part of this historical, significant event. The Speaker of the British House of Commons once said, quote, "History is a part left by the past," unquote. And yes, all of you have cemented yourself and services to our nation on this part. At the world's biggest stage, you represented a tiny country with a proud people with all you had. We are profoundly grateful, and as a sign of appreciation for your outstanding performance in Tokyo, AFRISOL is proud to be part of this event and would like to add our modest contribution of $200,000 to the pot. Thank you for making us proud. I would also like to thank Trust Bank and MHF Group for supporting this noble act. Thank you, and thank you, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wakajan, for AFRISOL Gambia. Once again, we thank AFRISOL Gambia for your commitment towards this initiative. We cannot express how grateful we are for this. Like we say, we continue to indulge in other companies to come forward in initiatives like this so that we'll be able to promote our young people to do sports and also to get meaningful rewards outside of it, because you would all bear with me that this initiative is one that will promote young people's participation in sports, and it would also serve as an inspiration for other young people who would be out there, as young as they are, to aspire to do better, probably better than Gina has done, better than Ibrahim, and better than everyone else. So I think we also want to thank Gina profoundly for representing our country and putting the Gambia's name on the map and flying our flag high as the skies of Tokyo. We thank you very much, Gina, for the stellar performance, and Ibrahim as well. Thank you very much. I want to say that the people of this municipality are indeed very proud of your participation. And also, for the fact that you people are constituents and citizens of this municipality, the Lord Mayor and the whole of the municipality takes pride in that. And we want to say thank you once again. So, in calling our next speaker, who is a representative of Trust Bank Limited, to give a very, very short speech that wouldn't be long to mark their presence in this event. So we want to call on Mr. Yusufa Gomez to do a remark on this. Thank you, Mr. Gomez.
Hello, good afternoon. We greet our Lord Mayor and all those at the desk with our other partners, AfriCell and EFH Group. So I'm representing Trust Bank. We are really honored by the Lord Mayor's initiative in motivating and supporting young youths of the Gambia. This can be used and is also a source of motivation for other youths. So we at Trust Bank, a proudly Gambian bank, the only Gambian bank, we are very honored to be partners with the KMC Mayor, so that we can also be contributing. Is also part of our social corporate responsibilities. So definitely we are really proud of this, so that this can be a source of motivation for other youths in the Gambia. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thomas, for that brief remarks. So before we go further, next on the agenda is the remarks of the Lord Mayor, Talib Ahmed Bensouda. But before we go further with the remarks, I think it would be important for us to go back and say that the sponsors of this are also AfriCell, MFH Group, and Trust Bank Limited. I think this is important because they have done a great job in being a part of this, pro bono, putting commitments towards this to honor these people. It's an exemplary act, and I want to say thank you once again to them. Without doing much, going further, we call on the Honorable Lord Mayor Talib Ahmed Bensouda to give his remarks.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Juma Mubarak to everyone. Good morning. I'd like to recognize the presence of the Honorable Deputy Mayor of KMC, Binta Jane. Recognize the presence of the Honorable Councillors here present and KMC staffs. I would like to recognize and welcome Their Excellencies Gina Bass and Ibrahima Kamara. Thank you for all that you're doing for Gambia. Also to our partners, who without them this would not have been possible, representatives of AfriCell, representatives of MFH Group, and Trust Bank for answering our call when we made it. Also to the members of the media and press, we thank you all for coming to this event. This event is very special. I did not know whether it would have been possible because it was just us trying chance to see how we can support athletics. But we were really overwhelmed and surprised by the response of our partners, which is AfriCell, MFH Group, and Trust Bank. I think as soon as we called them, they were all very enthusiastic and positive about this, and in a very short time, we were able to get commitments from them, and we'd like to recognize their contributions. Also, I would like to say the reason this was inspired was because I was on TikTok. So the mayor, sometimes I go on TikTok to look at funny videos. And I saw a video which said Gina Bass, Gambia's poorest athlete. And it was a video about Gina Bass when she talks about how she's the poorest athlete representing a country. And I think I really felt sad when I saw the video and said, look, it is very true. Whenever we talk about sports, whenever we talk about things like that, the only thing we think about is football, football, football. Especially our sports committee chairperson. He's always talking about how do we sponsor football, but we often forget all these other sports in our various communities. And we know youths, their interests are very diverse. And athletics is one that we often ignore. And I think Gina has really paved the way, and Ibrahim, of course. In my office, I told them, look, I remember when in Gambian arts and culture, in Gambian music when Born Africans started. When the Born Africans from Bakau, maybe some who are a little bit older will know this group. And it was a big struggle, you know, it was a big struggle for them, but they really paved the way for the people right now like ST, the people right now like Attack and Jizul, who are now mega artists in Gambia and exporting Gambian music. So I feel like Gina Bass and Ibrahim Kamara will pave the way for the first gold medalists in the Olympics representing Gambia. And we thank them for their service, and I think this is just a small token of what we can do for them, and we wish we could do a lot more. But I think to the councillors here, I think we really want to focus more on diversifying our investment in sports and thinking about athletics, because I understand as we speak, the only area athletes in Gambia can train and prepare themselves is the independent stadium, and I think it's not enough. We must think about having facilities in communities, such as Talinding, where Gina Bass originates from, or Bundung, where Ibrahim Kamara originates from. And I think as a country, as a whole, we should invest more in these things. So without wasting much time, we just want to thank them for raising Gambia's flag high and raising Gambia's flag around the world. I think everybody around the world, with 1 billion people watching, could see Gina Bass and Ibrahim Kamara and co representing Gambia. So we thank them for that, for doing that. And today we have 2 prizes. I think we have cash prizes, or just some encouragement for the 2 athletes. And I would like to call on Africell to present one of them, which is a $250,000 check to Gina Bass. Gina? Round of applause. Thank you. Can I have MFH Group and Trust Bank to present a $250,000 check to Ibrahim Kamara?
Olympic bi dégg fa Camara kontaan naa trop.
Thank you. I would like to acknowledge the presence. Can we have order, please? Yes, I would like to acknowledge the presence of the Gambia team captain, Mr. Adama Jammeh. Can we have a round of applause? For leading the Gambia to the Tokyo Olympics. Also, when we were raising these funds, we got a message from the diaspora that they also were motivated and were very thankful to these people, and they also did some fundraising on behalf of them. They did individual fundraising for Gina Bass and individual fundraising for Ibrahim Kamara, and I would really like to thank them. Here's a message from them that I will read on their behalf. And this is from Sei Toure. Sei Toure was leading this fundraising. And it said, the money is from the diaspora raised by Sey Toure on behalf of the Mali Charity Foundation, but I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the diaspora for their firm stance when it comes to giving back to the Gambia. And I can't present nothing if it weren't for the diaspora and the people back home. We are all proud of Gina Bass and Ibrahim Kamara and all our amazing Olympians for representing our country in the Olympics. We wish them all well in their careers. We are very proud of them. So more wins, inshallah. Can we have a round of applause for so they were able to raise $3,566 for Ibrahim Kamara, and they were able to raise $108,835 for Gina Bass. So, like I said, they were able to raise about $108,835 for Gina Bass and $3,566 for Ibrahim Kamara. It's not about the amount of the money, it's about the recognition. So we thank our friends in the diaspora for presenting. I don't think there's a dummy check for this one. Yeah, so maybe we can just have, I think they wanted the youth councillor to present it, but he's not here. So we'll have the sports chairman to just have a group photo with you two, so we can send it to them. Can you please come and join me? So I think Gina Bass is from the sports chairman's ward. Yeah, telling me. All right, so I'll just ask Gina and Ibrahima to stay. You can stay. Usually when we have people of excellence, people who are doing great things within our community and our municipality, we like to recognize them with a symbol that all of KMC is proud of you. You're an upstanding citizen. You're somebody who we all look up to. So coming from my office, I will present the keys to the city of Kanifing, Gina Bass. And another key to the city of Kanifing to Mr. Ibrahim Kamara. All right, thank you all so much. I think Gina and Ibrahim would like to say one or two words. Ibrahim, you can.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'll use this opportunity to thank the Lord Mayor and his government. We are very happy for this ceremony. It has never been happened. This is the first time, and we hope it will continue. Like they say, KMC is participating in athletics because they employ many athletics since the Lord Mayor came in office. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Let's have Gina make remarks.
Gina is very shy.
Gina is really shy.
Good morning, everyone. I want to use this opportunity to thank each and every one of you who have participated in this event, and I thank you all, and God bless you guys.
Thank you, Gina. We cannot thank you enough for your participation and making us proud. So without doing much, we also like to call on the conveyor of these two athletes in the name of Babukar C to make a fitting remark on behalf of these two athletes. Mr. C, the floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. The Lord Mayor of KMC and the Deputy Lord Mayor, all other protocols duly and respectfully observed. I just want to say we're really delighted, to be part of such a gathering. And as someone that has been working with these athletes for a decade plus, the athletes have said it for themselves. This is the first time such a thing is happening. And with all the donations that have been happening since the team came back from Tokyo, we are witnessing it for the first time. And as I was talking to the mayor in his chambers, that these athletes will pave the way for the younger ones coming up. And I think gatherings like this and gestures of this nature will avail the opportunity for the younger ones to be hungry and want to do more. This country is blessed with talents. It's unfortunate that the focus has always been on football. And I'm sure with the recent achievements done in Tokyo and in other games, led by the team captain Adam Ajami, the focus now will be shifted to athletics and give them support. And I will say this wherever I go, athletics is the only sport that goes out of the country, go for a competition and come back with a medal. No matter what, even a bronze medal, they will come home with it. Perhaps the target is the Olympics, which we are still struggling. In 2016, we were in round one. In 2021, in Tokyo, we are in the semi-finals. And hopefully in 2024 in France, we'll be in the finals and competing for a gold medal. And this cannot be done without the support. We know the government alone cannot do it, so we need stakeholders like AFRICEL, MFH Group, and Trust Bank to come forward, and other companies to support these athletes, because athletics is expensive. These athletes are stationed in a camp where they are camped for a whole year, preparing for a single Olympics. And you can just imagine the amount of money pumped into them to prepare for the Olympics. So if companies can support the government, to help support these athletes, we have a lot of athletes, robots for that matter. In fact, from the far right there, I saw, the national junior record holder is working at KMC, Abuaro. He's an athlete in the 100 and 200 meters. So they need support, so that they can focus and prepare themselves for future competitions. 2022 is a defining moment for athletics. We have the African Games, we have the World Games, we have the Commonwealth Games before we head to 2024 Paris. So with the support coming forward, definitely we have no doubt that the Gambia will soon start competing for a gold medal. Once again, Lord Mayor, thank you so much for facilitating this. And I cannot end without saying thank you to AFRICEL, MFH Group, and of course our Trust Bank for the kind gestures. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. C, for those remarks. Now, we would like to once again thank these wonderful companies, AFRICEL Gambia Limited, MFH Group, and Trust Bank Limited, for doing a wonderful job with the KMC, because without them, really, this wouldn't have been possible. And not for the fact that these amounts were put into this initiative, but for the swift response and enthusiasm they showed when we approached them. That is worth commending, and we want to say thank you once again. So before we come to the end of this presentation, I would like to formally thank the media for always being present when KMC needs you. I think they deserve that. And also thank the Lord Mayor for coming up with such an initiative. As a leader to us, I think it is exemplary to know that the KMC is geared towards promoting sports and youth participation in developmental issues. So before we go further, I'd like to call on representatives of our donor companies, our partner companies, AFRICEL, MFH Group, and Trust Bank Limited, for a group photo with the Lord Mayor. Yes, and the athletes, please.
Boy, sa tripod. Ñu ñoo ci gënaaw tuuti. Ko da nga Yes, okay.